Today, Minister Joly declared the Chinese diplomat Zhao Wei persona non grata. Do you think there will be retaliatory measures against businesses in Canada?
So I'm sure that China will consider how to demonstrate their disappointment with the sending out the diplomats. So I would conjecture that there might be some retaliation.
Canadian businesses in China.
Sorry, I didn't hear the entire question.
Do you think that this will affect Canadian businesses in China?
So it depends how they will be retaliating. I'm not sure how they will do that.
Okay. My next question is to Mr. McLellan. In recent news, we heard that China was barring thousands of citizens and foreigners from leaving the country. Most are due to pending civil matters, not criminal, and not necessarily related to national security. The PRC says they are open for business after COVID, but this seems to give a mixed message. How will this affect financial investments?
Well, I think when we take a step back and think about what we're trying to do from a portfolio perspective, we are a fiduciary. We do have a mandate to earn risk-adjusted returns. And part of that statement around risk-adjusted returns is thinking about the risk profile. And one of those key considerations is that the state of Canada-China relations, U.S.-China relations, and as that risk profile changes, we will look to adjust what type of exposure we'd like to have in the country. And so to the extent that that statement or that issue that you just raised is raising the risk profile or the geopolitical risk, all else equal, we'll look to think about how that's going to affect our overall allocation.
Do you think your members would find it acceptable that you are, to the tune of $35 million, investing in a company that's complicit in the Uyghur genocide, and you're saying, well, we ask the index providers to reconsider what they're doing? I mean, you're still putting the money into it, sir. Do you think your members, the people you're investing on behalf of, would find that acceptable?
What I would say is there are issues linked with indexing, and we're active in tackling those issues. There are different ways of doing it. We've usually done engagement. And if engagement doesn't work, there are other ways to deal with it.
Yeah, I think one obvious way would be to not invest in companies that are complicit in genocide, sir. Like, frankly, I don't know how you sleep at night with your complete inability to answer these basic questions.
Point of order.
Yeah,
yes,
go ahead
Mr.
and defend them
Chair.
if you want, Mr. Oliphant.
That is badgering the witness. It is Parliament. It is not parliamentary, and it is outside the rules of the standing orders of this committee and any standing committee to badger witnesses with inappropriate comments.
Just on that point of order, Mr. Chair, I control the time.
Mr. Chair, on that point of order, I don't think you had given anybody else the chair, the floor.
Chair, I'd welcome the opportunity to respond to the point of order.
Genuis, he doesn't necessarily get the chair, get the floor.
Your time is up. Cautious also to not be episodic and not overreact to events. Again, I'll lean on our exceptionally long investment horizon and thinking about the importance of being exposed to emerging markets, knowing full well that there will be risks from time to time. Look, I would say that the overall geopolitical situation over the last 5 years has intensified. Those risks have increased. And we can, in terms of portfolio construction, in terms of the sorts of factors that we're comfortable with, it's a continuous process. It's based on a natural rhythm of thinking through what is our appetite among different sorts of risk. And so there's a variety of different trigger points that ensures that process happens.